Oh, hello, and welcome to another fun-filled edition of Adam's Music Box, where it was this week in 2008 that Shazam, not that Shazam, but the other Shazam, the app came out. And I didn't actually realize it was that old because it was much more recent comparatively that I discovered it. But yes, its first iteration came out in 2008. And for many people, I think it was a great lifesaver. In fact, I think the makers of this should be given some sort of Nobel Peace Prize, certainly more deserved than some of their recent recipients. Because it has prevented many a brawl outside a drinking establishment or other places, because it's basically a generally perfect name that tune app. Now, here's how it works. Shazam has a database, has access to a database of loads of songs. Think a Spotify-sized database, but they don't use it to play those songs. They use it to identify them. So the way it works is you hold up a device with a microphone, most typically a phone, a smartphone, and you capture sound with your phone's microphone, and it goes into the Shazam app. It then breaks the music down into, sine waves, into visual frequencies, and tries to closely map them to the frequencies it has of all of the songs in its database. And once it finds a match, it says, oh, this frequency matches that of, I don't know, Manfred Mann's Do or Diddy. So you must be listening to that. Now, it's not always perfect, but it's usually really, really good. And it is revolutionary because, heaven forbid, before it was invented, you had to rely on being in the physical proximity to a human who knew all of these songs. And while some whom's are very good at name that tune, some might have even made a career out of it. None are as accurate as the technology behind Shazam. And I just find it's one of some of the best inventions in life are things that either should exist, you maybe think exist, or could easily imagine existing. Those are always the best inventions. Think Spotify. Frank Zappa outlined what Spotify would be in the middle of the 80s, saying that in his view, both MTV and radio would become obsolete, and that people would have a kind of pay-per-view system where on fiber optic cable going into their home entertainment stereo system, you would have some sort of remote device and you'd order an album, and it would come right through the cable and high fidelity sound like that. Not too different than Spotify, where you can, over internet fiber optic cable, listen to any album, any song ever created at the push of a button. So that's the kind of invention Shazam was. Wouldn't it be great if there was a technology that could tell me what I'm listening to? And then it happened. Again, the best inventions are the ones that if you didn't put your own sort of superego in the way, you might think would already or should already exist. Is that advice? Is that philosophy? I don't know. You let me know in the comments. As always, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.